Welcome everybody to Can't Draw Horses Club. I'm Corey, and joining me today is Michelle.
Hi, good to see everybody. Hello.
So I've had Michelle on before, but it was quite a long time ago for
Yeah,
reasons. And last time,
reasons such as one heckin' child.
damn, that child hecked everything up for us.
Just
Yes,
that one whole heckin' child.
just an entire heckin' child got in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep.
because last time you were here, I don't remember how the conversation got there, but I discovered that you had the like Kickstarter kit for the game called the Mending.
Yes, amending. Yep.
Mending, and
Yes.
I got excited because I don't have a copy. I have a digital copy, but I don't have the cloth
Mm.
map because it is a keepsake game where you embroider on a map to play the game, and then you keep it. You have like a physical
Yes.
artifact.
Yes, you do, and it's gonna be so much fun because I one of the things I do is I get things like this and they just like molder somewhere, but it's because I don't want to do it by myself. I'm bad at doing things by myself like this, so I'm really grateful to be doing this with you and with everybody else in chat because it'll be like a fun little thing that we can do together, and at the very end I'll have this beautiful little remembrance of this awesome time.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna.
Sorry,
Well,
I saw I saw in chat public Q party. I thought Corey was gonna say Kickstarter for a child. No,
no.
that's GoFundMe.
Yeah.
That's
Kickstarters are for
GoFundMe.
potato salad. Like, happy anniversary to potato salad. Uh, anyways, so here we have it. We have the thing.
Hello. So
Hello.
it comes in this I guess we're doing an unboxing as well. So
Yes.
welcome to the surprise Corey Michelle unboxing stream. Um you can see that this amending comes in this beautiful canvas pouch. So nice. Keeps everything here. We have this really gorgeous silkscreen like inked map with let's see, it says amending, a game about a long walk to visit a dear friend, with storytelling, map marking, and sewing mechanics, a keepsake piece by Xing Yin Kor. And we also see that has this beautiful kind of rust zipper, opens so nicely. And
Woo.
let's investigate what's inside. All right, so I'm gonna just empty that all out. All right, nothing else in there. Let's go ahead and put this to the side. So we've got, of course, this gorgeous little little sewing kit. It's hard to, sorry, I keep like bringing it up,
It's
but
okay.
yep, it's a sewing kit. And I also brought my embroidery box just in case we need backup
Of
stuff.
course.
We have a deck of cards, looks like, and a little wooden coin as well. Um,
Paper
looks like
maps.
got little paper mats. Open that all. Cool.
Because
We have
you can draw. You don't have to sew.
you don't have to sew, but we are
We're
sewing
sewing.
because I do enjoy that. But we do have two of these in case midway through we're just like we're gonna stop this now and decide to go for just drawing instead. We have the fun little rules booklet, and we have piece de resistance. It is a gorgeous cloth map.
It's made of 100% cotton.
100% so breathable, airy. Look at that.
hmm Apparently, you can treat it
And
however you like until you've actually sewn on it, and then you're supposed to treat it nicely.
yes, exactly. So we have this gorgeous little map scale. There are little gold, it's hard to see in this lighting, but like little goldish yellow lines.
Aww.
You kind of see faintly that mark out a grid. Here, also a little bit of flourishes here and there, but they do mark a nice little grid, which will be great for when we are embroidering on this map. And yeah, here we go. I do have an embroidery hoop with me, so we will be figuring that out. But I think, oh, maybe if I move this up really
Oh,
quickly, or
sure.
Is this better? Brownie points.
Well, I just twiddled the sliders on my end, but yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, great. A distressed. I mean, that does look like a very. That looks exactly how I feel in the morning when I wake up. Just like, yeah.
Here there be morning creatures.
Where did I come? Where is this place? What happened? And then there's also another little dude up here, looking less concerned. Good for
A
them.
little blip. Blip.
Little blip, just a big blip. Just a little blip. So yeah, we'll go ahead, and I think the first thing that we need to do is probably just read the rules book.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to start sewing on this thing and have no idea what we're doing.
That's not how the game works.
That's not how the game works. All right, amending. Does everyone? I'm going to go ahead and read the stuff that we see here. You have been parted from your friend for a long time, and now they live several days' walk away. It is not a difficult walk, but it is distant. They have called for you, and you will answer. Oh, is this a Gondor Rohan situation?
I believe the inspirations are in the back of the book.
Oh, okay. This is just a what? King, not Eomer. Oh gosh.
For Rohan or
For Rohan. Yeah.
Theoden?
Theoden, thank you. This is just the journey of King Theoden. They have called for you, and you will answer. What is your journey? All right. So, all right. Visit friends. The path is long. Take many days. Thank you to make. Oh, that's great. Author's note there. Playing with two people, adapting the game. Mending is a solo game, but it can be adapted if you would like to play the game with two people using the same map. To do so, you can. We're not going to take turns because I'm not going to mail this to Victoria, and you're not going to mail this back to me.
Never.
Yes. We can travel the same path together and take turns pulling cards and sewing our path.
Nope. You're going to pull all the cards.
Yep. Or one person can take the bulk of the sewing work as if they were documenting the story on a tapestry, as the other pulls cards and weaves the story for them. So I think that doesn't quite work for this setup. I think what makes sense probably is just like pulling cards and then deciding what we do, because I imagine the cards probably give us some kind of prompt.
Yes.
Right? So yeah, here we go. Playing as an experienced, we're not doing playing on paper, so we're going to ignore that one. Playing as an experienced embroiderer. I am somewhat more experienced. I can develop a map legend.
Using little symbols to mark special stuff.
I suppose so. I can embellish a map. I can embellish everything. I'm just going to use a running stitch to signify my path. So I'm not going to worry about that. Safety guidelines. This game does not have spoilers. Skipping cards is fine. You. I imagine there's probably some in general safety guidelines also include like needles are sharp. That should be in there somewhere. Just needles are sharp. Be careful. Okay. So to play the game, please gather the cloth map and card deck and embroidery hoop. Got that. Needles, got that. Pen and paper. We do have that at hand. I have the Sailor Moon moleskin that I've already started writing in.
Okay.
So don't feel bad. I already opened it from the shrink wrap. It's no longer worth $500 on eBay. Yeah, I don't really care about that crap anyway, because it's just like, it's a notebook. I'm going to use it. A selection of beads, buttons, and any of the findings you want. A coin. No, we're fine there. So, amending is not a game with character creation process. Instead, you are encouraged to let the fiction and conception of both your character and your friend's character evolve as you proceed through the game. However, if you prefer to play with characters in mind, here are some questions to help create basic characters before playing the game. Do we want to engage with these questions?
I feel like just jumping in and letting things develop, but if we
Sounds
end up
perfect.
if it's short, we can come back and try again.
Cool. So there are 4 ending cards in the deck labeled in front and back. Pull them out and set them aside face down. Shuffle and place the rest of the cards face down. Arrange your play space so you have easy access to pull cards from the deck and enough space for a discard pile. You will not need to pull the ending cards until the end of the game. So let's go ahead and grab those. I'm going to open this little card thingamabob. All right. Perfect. So these are the ending cards. We're going to put them aside. Put these over here for now. Where we live. In one of the outer edges of the cloth map, but within the map itself, choose a square that will be your start point. Attach a bead or button to mark the spot. This is your home. On the opposite of the map, this is a long journey after all. Choose a square that marks your friend's home and attach a bead or button to that spot. Don't worry about creating the most direct route between 2 points. You can explore the winding or indirect path if you choose. I don't have beads or buttons with me. I think what we'll do is I'll just do like a French knot or something.
That'll be cool.
Just something like just an X, I guess, just to sort of mark that spot for now.
Yeah.
And later on, if I do acquire such things, I'll put them in. Let's see. Sewing practice. This is machine washable.
Yeah.
This map. Very cool. Yes, you have to be careful with it. Begin sewing a path to your friend's home. You can use any stitch you prefer. A running stitch is an easy choice. You do not have to decide on your path ahead of time. You can take any roads you wish or not take roads at all. You can meander. Your mode of transport is anything not particularly efficient, such as horse or by foot. Each stitch is a significant distance. Every time you cross the square, you have traveled for 5 miles. Ooh. This is like when my friend did the Pacific Coastal Trail.
Oh, on foot?
On foot. She's very intense. Every time you cross into another grid square, pull a card from the deck. Answer the prompt on the card out loud if you are playing in the company of other people. If playing alone, you can write down or answer them quietly. As the story begins to coalesce around these prompts and you begin to understand the journey about you and your friend, write down your notes on it on the paper map or a notebook. Continue to sew your path and answer prompts as you head in the direction of your friend's home. Some cards will ask you to modify your map or may modify your intended path. After answering each card, place it in a discard pile. If you run out of cards before reaching your friend's home, shuffle the discard pile and draw cards again. Your answers to the questions may have changed. If at any point in the story or game you develop ungracious feelings about your friend and decide this trip is not worth your time, cut the map at the point where the path stops. And you can make a small cut or cut the map entirely into 2 pieces. If you decide to return the game, you will have to mend it before beginning your journey again. Oh, that's very symbolic.
Yep.
I can also see this devolving into an am I the asshole thread on Reddit.
I was playing a game by myself and I got so mad. Am I the... I cut the game in half.
I cut the game in half. Why'd you do that? Am I the asshole for cutting this game in half? Why? My imaginary friend's still my partner.
Wow.
Terrible.
Drama.
Yeah. Attach your baubles. Anytime you encounter an interesting object, person, situation, sew a bead or button to the map to mark that moment. Regular needle and thread will work best for this. When you answer prompt cards, if any answers feel narratively important to your story in the moment, mark that moment on the map by attaching a bead or button to the place where you encounter it. Feel free to bring in other objects, charms, trinkets, pins, pieces of fabric, or anything else you may want to add to the map. You may also add stitches, details, or any other decoration which you wish, quilt fabric pieces to it, or write directly on the map. This is very much DIY. When you reach your friend's house, pull one of the ending cards and answer that prompt to end your game and that story. Replayability. You can replay this game as many times as you like until the cloth map becomes too cluttered for your preferences. You can use different colors for each individual journey. Yeah, I think I'm like the only person in the world that likes French knots. So
we're gonna go really French here. Oh, all right, great.
Oh, there are no rules. There was a video. Inspirations. Oh, For the Queen, such a great game.
Yeah.
The Quiet Year, also a great game. I have that too.
We have played Quiet Year here, and I've played Dialect with Molly.
Oh,
Dialect is also
nice.
really fun.
Yeah, oh wow, this is really cool. Infinite City by San Francisco Atlas. I have this book. It's so good. Um for the time being, Kino's Journey. These are really, really
Oh, Kino's
fantastic.
Journey is lovely. The anime,
Yeah,
yes.
great. All right. I think the first thing we need to do, it seems like we do need like buttons or something. So what I will do is eventually I will order some buttons or
Okay.
beads for this, and we will figure some stuff out. But in the meantime, let me remove the embroidery hoop from this. I love this sewing kit, embroidery kit, because you can just pop this on and it stays on the container. Genuinely one of my favorite things in the world. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love this Notions kit. It makes me so happy. I have a ton of like embroidery floss from like another project that I was working on and have since abandoned.
Oh,
um, such is life. And I have some really nice scissors here, and also some spare needles and some pins. So we are definitely set. Let's see. Let me open this up. Aw. There are 2 buttons, so we can start with 2 buttons, each denoting beginning and end points. Oh, how cool. It slides out like so. That's
oh,
nice. Oh, it's very cute. And it even has like like a sewing kit printed on here in like the same typeface as
oh,
the
that's
rest
good
of it.
detail.
Yeah, it's a really sweet little detail. I love that.
Yeah. Also, I like that it slides so it won't just like dump open in your bag.
Oh, absolutely. That's very clever thinking. I like that. So I'm going to move my Notions kit over here. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to let's figure out a beginning and an end point together.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess the first question is, where do we live? Looks like there's a bunch of forests over here. There's a road, the bridge. There's some mountains coming down this way.
Right.
Looks like there is a bit of like a suburban situation happening here with a little itty bitty houses and some carrots. I don't think the carrots are to scale, um,
Or,
or they could be. This is our game. We
yeah,
can decide.
maybe the carrots live there.
It's just a really big abstract statue that the town paid for.
Yeah. And
It's
everyone
supposed to be
hates it.
something else. Yeah, it's supposed to like symbolize something else, but in actuality, it just looks like 2 big carrots. You've got some kind of hills over here, some slightly bigger mountains, more hills over here.
Yeah.
We have a body of water over here and some beach, lake with a little island in the center, and some plains.
So it wants us to put stuff at the edges. So, like, I'm feeling because people will default to left to right, going right to left, top to bottom. That's just my bent. Just like, I don't want my mending to look the same as everyone else's.
Fair. So do we want to start like over here? I see to Emily voted for the sea monster snoot, so we can like
Yeah.
start on the beach.
Little house on the beach, yeah.
Little
Or
house on the
we've
beach.
shipwrecked, one of the two.
Well, we just live in like this cottage. We're like one of those SoCal, it's like SoCal surfer bums.
Yeah. We just have a little bungalow.
Or we're like a sea witch. Maybe that works too. I like or both. We could be like a surfer bum sea witch. Why not both? Enchanted surfboards.
It's going a lot of places.
We're going.
Are we enticing sailors to crash their ships upon our rocky shores, or are we?
I think that what happens is that that happens, and then we just they wash up on shore, and then we help them, and then we give them some medical treatment, perhaps some therapy.
So maybe instead of surfing, we're like Baywatch out here. We're like, we got
It's
our little
Baywatch.
floaty.
I mean, Porque Nola's does, right? We could absolutely still be Baywatch and also surfing. Like maybe we surf on an enchanted surfboard to like find these people. We bring them back. Then we smoke a lot of weed and then let them back out into the world.
It's like catch and release, except you have to get high.
I mean, it's part of the process. It's like an ayahuasca thing, maybe. I don't know. We don't have to go with that. I'm just like trying to create this character. All right, this is who we are.
Part of the system. These are the rules. It's like, I saved your life. You owe me a story, but also I get bored easily, so I'm just gonna be sitting over here.
What a cool little sewing kit. So I am currently trying to free the buttons. Hashtag free the button.
Hashtag.
Come back. No, come here. I need you to. Thank you. Thank you. One thing I do like about what I've seen so far about this little sewing kit is that each of these needles are pre-threaded, which is very cool. Hi. I need you to. Hi. Okay, there we go. I need to put you back in the right place. There's also this little metal bar that like goes here, I guess, to keep everything in place.
Oh, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna scooch us over. Yeah.
Awesome. So I can move my camera too. Okay. So what color do we want to start with? We can start with like one of the threaded needles, or we can go with like one of the colors I have in here. I have more colors as well upstairs, but I don't know, we can just start with like what's in here first if you want.
Yeah. Anything that is like good contrast with the map. Like, I'm not thinking black or white, so red.
Red. Sure. Let's do
Red'll
red.
pop.
We can do red here. We can also do this red embroidery thread over here. Let me see if we can grab. Let's see. So I don't think we need all of these. So probably, I like doing 2 for a project like this. One I think is like a little bit too thin. That way we can actually see as we journey onward, like what that'll look like. And I think it'll contrast super nicely for the camera too.
Yeah.
See. Tiny pin cushion, come to me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's my tiny pin cushion. I love it so. It is very sweet. And then put this over here. Where did my threader go? My fancy little threader.
Fancy.
I think this is a little bit too thick. Let me grab another embroidery needle. That one's thinner. Cool. All right, perfect. Let's put that aside. Not the end here.
Now we work on our beach house.
What do you think our beach house looks like?
Well, I was thinking like just like a little 1-story, like plaster, white beach house thing. But if we're also some sort of sea witch, then I feel like it needs another story or a tower or something.
Maybe we took over a crab shack. Or like a fishing hut.
Okay, all right.
Or like a supply thing, maybe.
So we got some like slap board.
Possibly. Okay, what do we think about that placement?
Perfect.
Okay.
Look at that view. Like, there's no other property around to interrupt us. It's probably a private beach.
It is a private beach, I think. Let's go ahead and
yeah,
bring that up. So I've not actually sewn a button before. I am an embroiderer, not a normal craft.
Well,
Founder
the
person.
thread goes in the holes,
Yep.
and since it's not actually going to be used to close stuff, it doesn't matter how tight to the surface you sew it. Don't need any wiggle room.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Just gonna thread it a couple of times.
Yeah.
In order to make sure it's nicely affixed to the cloth. I've actually never worked with cloth, like such a big piece of cloth before.
Usually have like the
Normally-
little pieces.
Yeah, normally I'm like working with a little piece. Just a little piece, just a little dude.
Ooh, does the beach house have a name?
A crab shack with all the crabs wearing little witch hats. I don't know
That's
if I
the
can embroider
name.
that. I don't know if I can embroider that, but I want to. Maybe I should find little crab beads somewhere.
Little crab witch hats. Okay.
What's a good crab related witchy or just maybe something cool crab sounding.
Something cool and crab sounding, like the claw shack.
I was thinking like pincer grip or something. I don't
Oh, that for a house?
I don't know. The pincer's grasp or like over. I don't know. People name their cottages all sorts of interesting things like
Pincer's Cove.
Pincer's Cove. I don't know. Can I embroider a crab? I want to.
You wouldn't embroider a crab.
You wouldn't embroider a crab. All right. Beautiful. We have a button in place. All right. Let's go ahead and clip that. Beautiful. The crab shack is a little old place where I mean it could be like Joe's Crab Shack. Is that even still around? That crab place, that crab restaurant that serves not very good crab.
I don't know. I don't know. Is our name Joe? Are we Joe?
No, we're not. Well, it has to be short for Josephine, obviously.
Okay. So we're Josephine the Crab Witch. Crab.
We live in a shack, but it's not called Joe's Crab Shack. So I'm just shuffling these cards so that way we can begin our journey.
And I have the digital ones so that people will be able to read them. You just have to tell me what the title of the card is. So they have
amazing.
titles.
I'll show it on there too. So.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I like the idea of a punny name.
But crab puns.
What's a good crab pun? Pincers, scuttling.
Shells.
Hermit.
They have gills.
They do have gills. You're right. Joe Kim's crab shack.
All right.
No, Tommy. We're a West Coast. This is a West Coast beachfront. Unless we want to be set in Maine, in which case we have to go for like a Stephen King like horror book sort of vibe.
Yeah, this will be like the Yellow House or something.
Yeah, something a little bit more Lovecraftian maybe. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was thinking more like cute summer beach vibes, cute little beach bum witch making her way across the landscape to see her friend, but we could turn this into a horror story. It came from the pot. These are really good names. I enjoy them so very much.
House of 1,000 Crabs. There we go.
House of 1,000 Crabs. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Hang 10. That's a very cute name. like that one too. I wish that there was a restaurant called Horrors from the Deep. That would just make me very happy.
That would be so good.
It would be so good. I would 100% fund a restaurant to do that. I would not do the restaurant myself. I'm not a restaurateur, but that would be really cool. All right. So are we in fact from the West Coast and our beach bum, or are we on a beach in Maine where we regularly talk to Cthulhu or something?
No, we're West Coast. No Cthulhu in the Pacific.
Yeah, it's just kaiju.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. What's our name? I guess it's Joe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Joe the Crab Witch.
Joe the Crab Witch. We're normally barefoot. We're very tanned, like thin, but like very muscly in that like lean rawhide sort of a way, I think.
Got like that long hair full of sand.
Yeah, long hair, sand, inexplicably like hair full of sea detritus.
Giant hat.
Big old sun hat. Cut off jorts.
Yes.
High-waisted cut off jorts. Crop top. We do have a garden in the back. We have to bring in the dirt for it, but we do have a garden in the back.
Finning out.
Fin. It does make sense for the catch and release program, but In and Out is also like kind of a little sketchy. Even though they do like, I don't know. I just find like all the religious like Bible stuff in the bottom of all their stuff like a little awkward, but ours
will just have fish messages.
Yeah. It's like a Snapple where there's like just fish facts and a crab facts in the bottom of everything.
Yep.
I do like we could just do Joe's Crab Shack for now and revisit it. Yeah, so it's Joe's Crab Shack. Yep. That's Joe.
Do we want to place the marker for our friend?
Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and write the marker for our friend. Let me loosen this up. Wait, no. Loosen. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we don't really wear shoes, but now that we're on this journey, we've like dug out this old pair of Birkenstocks that's just been left in the back of our closet.
Someone else left them there.
They don't even fit properly. Someone else.
Huge.
Our feet are swimming in these Birkenstocks.
Flap, 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 flap,
flap, flap, flap. But we do bring one of our enchanted surfboards on with us.
It's carrying a surfboard?
We're carrying a surfboard. Maybe it's a collapsible surfboard. Or maybe it's not that big. Maybe it's like it's like a boogie board.
Yes. I will carry a boogie board. Yeah.
All right. Where are we going? Are we going... I mean, if we're going from over here to over... I mean... she could be like they could be like a woods person, a mountain person.
Yeah, let's put them like at the by the woods and the mountains.
So over here near the Compass Bros. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me get the other button.
Release the button.
Release the button.
Get it. No stabby.
No stab. This is like very precarious. No, come back. No, 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 no. Oh, there we go. We did it. Extraction complete. Okay. Phew. All right. What color is our friend? Since they are a woods witch, I mean, obviously we do have a variety of greens at our disposal. We've got like I've gotten this just like a lighter green, and then we also have this darker green.
Dark green.
Dark green? Dark green.
Deep woods.
Let me pull a couple of threads from this embroidery. bundle thing. Hi. So, who's our friend?
Lady Lumberjack.
Lady Lumberjack. Strongest butch vibes in all.
She's a bear druid.
She's a bear druid. I love this. Yes. Did we date at some point? Are we dating?
Maybe we want to. I don't know. Let's find out what happens on our journey. Maybe we have some time to think about it.
Oh, great. Yeah. So we have positive but complicated feelings about Lumber Witch.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everyone has a crush on Lady Lumberjack.
Oh my goodness, it's a problem.
It's
Yeah.
a problem,
I mean,
and you don't want to be a problem.
Do we even have a chance, honestly, given the competition? We're just a crab witch, you know?
Yeah, and they're so cool.
They're so cool. Did you see them like completely rip apart a tree?
They just transformed into a bear and just pushed a tree down and then chopped it up into reasonable sized firewood.
So useful. Have we dreamt of our friend like casually chopping driftwood?
Just, making a bonfire on the beach. It's like, oh, it's cold out and you're so warm.
Because you're a bear.
You're a bear.
And so big. You're a bear. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm laughing so hard I put the wrong one underneath. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So does our friend live in like a tree house or in a big log cabin? That they constructed themselves?
Yeah, like an A-frame.
Ooh.
Like it's kind of just one big room inside, but it's all full of like knickknacks and projects.
She's so like talented that she's like or they've like divided the room really, really naturally. So it feels very like open. It feels like there's a good flow.
Mm-hmm.
Are we thinking maybe like next to the river or like further in over here?
Closer to the mountain, yeah.
Closer to the mountain, like here?
Yeah.
Or like in the woods?
Okay.
Are we looking at in the woods or like slightly outside the woods? The A-frame. Because this is further in.
Slightly outside.
Slightly outside? Okay.
Yeah.
This is good. Okay. Let me grab my green. Have I tied a knot? Yes, I have. Okay. So yeah, we are on our way to visit our crush. The Lumber Witch.
Mm-hmm. This is it's kind of a like, okay, I'm gonna say cottage industry town.
I mean, does she live near a town? Or do they live near a town?
Well, I feel like this is like the greater rural area for like a small seaside town sort of situation. I don't know if like Tofino means anything to you.
No, it doesn't. Okay, no, we're talking about Joe's Crab Shack again. Sorry. I thought we were
Oh, I'm talking about the whole map.
Oh, the whole map. Oh, I see.
It's kind of just there's a small town nearby, but there's a bigger like metropolitan center further away,
Gotcha.
just off the map.
Yeah. Yeah, all this is happening on the west coast of Canada.
Yeah. Here on the island. There's gotta be exactly this somewhere on this island.
All right, there we
Or
go. We
like
are
Salt Spring or something.
amazing. Okay. Go ahead and tie that knot. What is our friend's name?
All right, chat. We need
Name
names.
name the lumber witch. While I figure out what the heck is happening with my thread. Ah, here we go.
That was fast. I need more time. Squanzabar? Molly! Squanzabar?
I don't know much. I mean, think of the wedding invitations, okay? Is that really gonna work?
We're inviting you to Joe, and Squanzabar's like, oh no, Squanzabar's too cool. I need to change my name. Squanzabar can be a last name.
Okay, so I messed this up, and I'm fixing it, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, mistakes aren't allowed on Cat Draw Horses Club. I don't know
Absolutely.
if anyone told you.
It's fine. I'm just if anyone's wondering what the heck is happening, that was a mistake. That's what happened.
It's only
A
your second
mistake.
ever button.
This is fair. I should give myself way more credit.
Oh no. Yeah, okay, Ursula. Yeah.
Ursula's good. My daughter's oldest and best friend in the world is named Ursula.
Okay.
By oldest and best
Ooh,
friend, I
sorry
mean
about that.
they were born like a month apart and they're like cats. They just don't pay attention to each other. Lumberjane Squanzabar. So Joe and Jane.
Yeah, Jane Squanzabar.
I like Jane Squanzabar. What's our last name then?
All right, chat.
Is it something?
It's not Squanzabar yet.
Maybe it has to be something that sounds relatively mundane by comparison, so that we have a good excuse to change our last name if we want to.
Carcino.
Carcino. Maybe it's just Carson.
Oh, Joe Carson.
Joe Carson.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta find a solution to that.
Yep. I do like Carcino. Treebeard's Runaway Bride. I just love to check. Josephine Rogan. Oh,
no!
Oh, no! No.
We're not Joe Rogan.
No, we're not. Oh, thank you. I like Joe Carson too, but we can work with something else too.
Carson-y.
Oh, let's see. Maybe Joe Claudine. I like Carson though. I'm sorry. I do.
Okay,
just,
we're stopping on
it's
Carson.
okay. We don't have to do Carson.
We have to do Carson.
Okay, great. We'll do Carson.
Yeah.
All right. So here is our map. We have us down here at Joe's Scrap Shack. Living on the beach next to the snoot of this very perturbed little dragon friend. And we have our wonderful friend slash crush up here, Jane Squanzabar.
Yep.
The most winsome of all lumber witches in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, we figured that out. So I guess the first thing that we need to do in order to start our journey is to draw a card. Now, what are we carrying with us as we begin our journey? I mentioned an enchanted boogie board.
Yeah.
I would like to posit that the boogie board turns into a camper. Just like a little wooden camper. And we probably have some edibles, I'm thinking. Also,
that only means one thing in Canada. And it's not food.
I see. Yeah, we definitely have some normal food. I think we also have water. Do we have a familiar? Do we have like a little crab familiar? Like a hermit crab? How long can crabs stay out of the water, or do we need to carry our crab in a tiny tank?
It's magic, so it can stay out of the water.
That's true. Okay, so what kind of a crab is it? Is it like dungeon crab?
Okay, now
or
my
Dungeness
my
crab?
brain's like, okay, it needs to be a coconut crab, like a 2-foot crab. It's just huge.
2-foot coconut crab.
It's just a big
so-
crab. It's the size of a dog.
We will terrify everyone we meet. Crab is also blue.
Great.
But
Named Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
named Reggie the crab, and it just scuttles around with us and is awesome. Square.cube, it's not a king crab. Those look very different.
Yeah. Look up
Reggie
coconut
is
crabs for sure.
A king of crabs.
Got a little crown that we made out of
Yep.
shells.
Yeah, out of shells. It's a little shell crown. We love Reggie. We've had Reggie for a very long time, ever since we were a little kid. And I think in a concession to the fact that we are going to a colder climate, we are wearing I think just like a really old, heavily patched over like military jacket,
Just like a duster
someone
or
left.
something.
like a duster that somebody left with us. We're still wearing the crop top and like a t-shirt that we made into a crop top, and then we're also wearing jorts, high-waisted jorts. We've got our
Giant
oversized
Birkenstocks.
and Reggie and our enchanted boogie board.
Ready to hit the road.
Yeah, let's do it. Reggie is wearing a sweater. We knit the sweater out of nets we just found on the beach. Also some kelp.
We're trying.
You know what? This is why we're so anxious to see Jane. Because we know we're a mess. We're just a complete mess. Right? You know? We're in our mid-30s. We should have our life together by now, but we don't.
Let's draw a card.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh,
The first card is Vessel. So,
throw that on there.
do you want to read it, Corey?
It was a long time ago, but you were struck by a memory of your friend pouring you a cup of tea. You remember the insistent whistle of the kettle and how your friend leapt up to get it. They had passed a long time in their kitchen, looking at their mug collection, looking for one they were certain you would like. In the kitchen, what was the expression on their face? What mug or cup did they give you?
I think Lumberjane she's just a very large person. Like she just has a large like frame. And so maybe her mug collection is huge. And she's like looking for the right mug, because I think that they also just have a ton of coffee.
Yeah. And they also have like little like espresso or like teacups, like fine china things, and it's like that wouldn't work. So yeah, they look pensive in the kitchen. They're like, haha, tea time, and then they're like, oh no.
I think they look at us with this like there's a lot of concentration in their expression, just like and they look at us as if they're trying to read our soul as they're trying to determine what mug.
Yeah, they like pick up a mug and look at it, look at us, look at it, look at us.
Like no, I think that's something. It has to be something like more rustic looking, like nothing like fine porcelain. It has to be like something that a pottery student made, maybe in their first or second class.
Yes.
Just like really unfinished.
It's kind of a little lumpy and raw.
Yeah, it's a lumpy and raw thing, but they glaze it. It's like perfectly functional, and there's almost like a beauty in its simplicity. You know, like it's got some rough edges, but it's still like pleasing to hold. You know, and it insulates us really well from the scalding hot tea.
So I think we now draw a line.
Embroider.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What color is our journey? See, I have this like kind of like a mustard color.
Nice.
We could also do red, just because we're the sea.
Yeah, we're kind of red. We're also like the sea, so blue is also an option, like a blue, teal, aquamarine, any kind of one of those.
We got like this thread over here that could possibly work. We have also these colors. There's like a very light blue that
I kind
could
of like
work.
the red pops really well.
Red does pop really well, and crabs eat each other, so we do eat a lot of crab.
Yeah,
So we can
it
just put, like,
symbolizes all the crabs that die on the journey.
I don't have any metallic thread, unfortunately.
Sorry,
I could run
Poiple.
upstairs. I could run upstairs and get some blue thread if you want to do blue thread.
No.
Are you sure? Because I have blue thread, like different colors.
Okay, let's take a break.
Okay.
We'll step away for like 5 minutes, come back with some blue thread, and
See how we like that.
see how we like that. All right.
All right. Bye.
Oh my god! Yes! The spray is perfectly smooth.
Welcome back, everybody, to Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, Michelle and I are playing Mending. Mostly, Michelle's playing Mending, and I'm helping.
You're
helping.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot here. We're creating this entire world. We're creating this beautiful relationship between two witches, and a very awkward possible crush. That's so far just one way.
All right, let's get back into it.
Amazing. So, I have come back with a bunch of different embroidery threads. So these are all like cotton. So, but they're like milled nicely, so there's a lovely sheen to them. I know we were talking about maybe blue for our witch because she is a witch from the sea.
Yeah.
But I also have a bevy that's like including this like fun little seafoam pistachio green, as well as a couple of yellows. Also this brown, but I feel like this brown just won't like pop enough against this, so we probably just boop that over here.
Ooh.
But I think for us, probably the blues, unless you really like that green.
No. I'm just sort of evaluating versus the color of the fabric. Oh. They're all good.
These are some good blues.
I think the second one, the darker, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully that won't just disappear.
I don't think it'll disappear.
Okay.
I mean, if we are concerned, there's this mid-tone blue that's pops up a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go ahead and thread that up. And I'm just going to do a straight up running stitch, nothing fancy. But yeah, blue for our little friend Reggie. Love that for us.
Yeah, I liked, there was a suggestion in chat that Reggie is short for regent.
Wait, so he's regenting for another, is there like a young heir out there that he's regenting
Oh no.
for? Was there some is there some instability in the crab kingdom, which is incidentally one of the kingdoms in I believe Aquaman? There's like 7 kingdoms for the 7 seas. I think one of them is just crab people. Yes, I did watch that movie.
Wait. Yeah, that movie where they ride the seahorses?
They ride the seahorses, and frankly, I just wanted to watch Jason Momoa be hot.
Well,
and I got that, so mission accomplished.
the brine. Now I'm just thinking about Aquaman.
Do we know Aquaman?
Do people always ask us that?
Hey, I do like by the sea and stuff. Do you know? Do you know Aquaman? Like,
Hey, can you get me Jason Momoa's autograph?
No. I'm a sea witch. I live by the sea. I can get you Reggie's autograph, and then like Reggie just scuttles up, and it's like click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Excitedly.
Reggie helps do, like, carving driftwood.
Maybe Reggie's like an older crab that was a regent at some point and then was like, I've had enough of intricate crab politics. And has since
Reggie's
left.
taking a gap year.
Reggie's like, I'm retired now.
So we go for long walks.
You know, Reggie has a lot of things to say about statecraft that I wasn't entirely, aware of. But now, yeah, we know how to walk or scuttle the halls of power a little bit, which is not terribly useful on a day-to-day basis, being a sea witch who just carves boogie boards and saves stone sailors. But,
Yeah.
we try.
Reggie finds the state of our exterior shell sad, disappointing. We're so squishy and weak. How do we function?
Every day he brings back like some kind of hard thing that we could maybe use like as a piece of armor, like old maybe like really hardy takeout containers.
Yeah. To shows up one day just dragging a car door. Like,
Reggie. It's from a Mazda.
it's like the jaws of death or life just tore a vehicle apart.
Someone abandoned their Tesla Cybertruck. And he like drags it back. He drags it back.
It's like, no, it's rusty. Put it back.
It's like, yes, but you could like, it's rusty. You can like maybe get some barnacles to stick on it. I don't know. It's like, no.
Here's a sponge. Put this on your head for camouflage.
Just wake up in the night, sponges on our head.
Yeah. As we're sleeping, he tries to cover us.
Just wake up. It's like a clattering of various items on the floor. All right, let's begin our journey. So I think we're gonna go. Let's see. We have to go like this way.
Yeah.
Do we want to make any stops? Do we want to head towards like the Twin Carrots, or do we want to go straight to see our friend up here?
Oh, do we need to buy like a gift or something in town?
We could buy a gift, I suppose.
Yeah, let's go do some shopping.
All right.
I mean, it's like, we're heading off. We're going straight there. It's like, well, maybe we should get, I don't know, like some milk or something for the tea.
We're really nervous. Like,
flowers? Do we take flowers?
No, I don't think that the flowers would last. This is like a multiple day journey. I don't know. What would a lumberjane in the woods appreciate from town? Maybe some jam?
Jam, yes. Bear stuff.
Wine. What can't you make in the woods that you would appreciate? We could get chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate, wine,
and chocolate. Perfectly normal things to get someone you're not actually trying to date.
And then like, for some reason, just like 10 things of raspberry jam. Because we know it's their favorite. And it'll
absolutely.
keep.
It'll keep. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start this running stitch.
Yeah.
And...
curry.
Oh, those little Japanese curry packs. Yeah.
Okay. Get some curry powder.
We have to get the Vermont apple kind because it's a little sweet.
Okay.
It's a little sweeter. It's the one I like. The Vermont house curry.
I'm a Glico girl.
Glico works.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I remember going to, like being face to face with the curry aisle at a Japanese grocery store, I was like, oh, there's so many. I'm so scared. What do I choose? And then I realized there are no bad choices. It's all Japanese curry. You're fine.
Yep.
Oh, these are not straight, but I don't know. I'm not trying to like.
Maybe we saw a shiny rock on the way to go look at it. Or are you complaining about something else not being straight? Is it our path? Our path is a little not straight, or
our path? Oh, so far.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. We are not taking our crushed toilet paper. that that sends a message that we don't want involved in this conversation.
What we do actually is we have one of those squeeze bottles that act like a portable bidet.
Yeah, we're just bringing that. Yeah.
It's more eco-friendly. All right, we're nearing the edge of this square. One more stitch, and let's draw another card.
All right.
A sack of cement. Look, we are a very skinny, like rangy witch person.
Can you imagine us just hauling a 50-pound bag into the woods?
At that point, we would like absolutely hotwire a car. Like, I'm not dragging that.
We get Randy to hotwire the car for us. Randy's got a lot of skills.
Amazing. Okay, so let's draw another card. I got hurt.
Hurt. All right, so it has been years since this hurt first entered your life, but there is still a part of you that feels bruised and sore. This isn't a physical hurt, it's something that is lodged in your brain, immovable and rude. It hurts, it probably always will. Does your friend have anything to do with this hurt, and do they know?
Well, why don't you start?
How
What do you
did
think?
we get hurt?
What kind of hurt? It sounds like a psychological, like, trauma of some
Right.
kind, or some kind of deep insecurity.
Maybe we had a past relationship that fell apart.
You brought toilet paper last visit.
And they were like, no, I just have this bidet, and it's
Just have this bidet. Why
much more
do we need-
eco-friendly.
Yeah, maybe. Did they have a past relationship, or did we have a past
We had a
relationship?
past relationship.
Oh, okay. So,
So
were
we're
dating
hurt.
someone. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
hurt. And did we drift apart from this person, or did this person like leave us or break up with us because they knew we had feelings for Lumberjane?
Oh, yeah. And Lumberjane does not know.
Lumberjane does not know.
Yeah. They drifted away.
We just wake up in the morning and our
We-
face is like on a piece of like on a dinghy, and it's just like waving at us like, I can't take this
This lady
anymore, Joe."
floated up, or this person floated up on a door on the beach, and we took them in.
Take the door.
And we got really high for a day, and then we dated for a little bit, and then we wouldn't shut up about Lumberjane. And then they just took their door. Went back to the ocean. And we're still really upset about it. We could have used that door at least for our house.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna draw a couple of things just as we are going along, because this is actually quite funny, and I want to embroider these things or find stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just draw, like, I think straight on the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This will do, I think. That will do. Just gonna test it on this corner.
Does it?
Okay,
Mark.
perfect.
Hey. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna draw a little crap.
Ready.
Get a little eyes.
Yes.
And then a little crown. There we go. Perfect. And then now I'm gonna remember with the door. A door.
This is a door.
Little waves underneath the door. Amazing. Yeah, something out on this journey, we're just looking out and we see a piece of driftwood that looks like a door, and we just wonder for a moment. Is that our ex? No, it's not. It's just a piece of driftwood, but we wonder. We wonder. All right, we continue on our way.
We think about, we don't really want to tell Jane about that thing. Like, you don't want to just unload on someone.
Absolutely.
Especially not your crush. You don't want to tell your crush that you had a relationship.
How long? Well, we should, because we want our friend to think like we're normal.
But we don't want to tell them that we broke up because of them.
Oh, that's true. We could just say it ended, and we don't have to go into
It ended.
it. It just ended.
There was a door, and it's over now.
It's over.
And then we pop out the wine and the chocolate. And this will be
Just
great.
get us another cup of tea in that big old mug.
A big old mug. Our favorite mug.
So big. They didn't trim the clay off.
No.
The extra clay.
No,
It's just a
or
big
cut the
lump.
bottom. It's just like, huh.
All right. Okay, we're gonna cross the road.
Look both ways.
Look both ways. We cross the road with Reggie. We're leaving the beach, Reggie. The first time in 10 years we've left the beach.
The beach that has everything,
It provides,
Yeah.
It provides for us. Maybe not 10 years. It's been like 5 years. 10 seems excessive.
We're a little time blind.
I mean, we've been on this beach for a while. With our boogie boards and
Getting high.
sailors. Oh man. Okay. We are almost at the end of this square. I do like the idea that we're just always a little bit not sober. This is why these stitches are not perfectly straight.
Also, like Reggie pulls at the lead. You
Absolutely.
have to go investigate crab things.
What's that? Is that a new thing I can stick to my... Maybe they are kind of like a hermit crab. Or not really a hermit crab, but they try to stick things to their shell, maybe. And so it's like, ooh, I think I can stick to my shell. That's so cool.
Or they can stick to us to give us a shell.
Yes. They're like, you should put this on you. Reggie, that's an old... That's just part of a plate.
Reggie, that's a hubcap. Reggie. Stop trying to fight the hubcap.
Reggie's like my toddler. They just press it against you. It's like, here. And you're like, no, I don't want it. Here.
Have you seen videos of like seals trying to feed divers? It's like just brings
No,
a dead
that sounds
penguin up
amazing.
and shoves it at the divers. Like, huh?
I love you. Eat my darling. Eat my very strange friend. Oh my goodness. All right, we have reached the end of another square.
All right.
I'm gonna poke this through, just sure it's lodged real good, and let's draw a new card. A cat.
A cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. A cat. A cat has been following you for a mile. They seem to be enjoying this journey with you, even if you have not offered them any food. What does the cat look like? What do you do with the cat? If the cat accompanies you, begin embroidering another path, starting at the point you met the cat. It follows your own path. However, the cat can only accompany you no more than 3 grid squares. They are a cat. They have things to do.
Amazing. Let's see, a cat. I think the cats. I imagine like a tortoiseshell.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little rangy. They've been scavenging for things for a while.
So kind of
Mostly fish.
skinny.
Yeah,
Probably been
skinny,
in fights.
but super cute. Very small.
Oh, it
Very
does
cute.
that thing, like rolls on the road in front of us
Yeah.
and just belly up. It's like, meow.
Reggie is immediately like, can this be armor? And we're like, no,
No,
Reggie,
no.
it's a cat. And move this a little further away. So that way we have
Yeah,
room
it's
to go.
clearly intimidated by Reggie.
Yeah, it hisses, it bats at Reggie. Reggie being a magical crab, just becomes insubstantial for that particular purpose. just passes through. Some kind of Jedi hologram.
The cat does not like that.
The cat does not like that. But we share we've got some like fish jerky and like dried clams that we just give this little friend.
Yeah, we just take one of the plates that Reggie has given us, and we just put some food on top of it and put it down. The cat doesn't need to follow us. But it was good to see a cat.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little cat picture over here.
Night TXC2.
And now we have to like I don't know, maybe we bring the cat into a shelter. Like that's why it's like following us 3 grids into town.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're like,
bye, good night.
we just kind of dangle the fish. We make a little trail of fish. The cat follows us.
That's true. We can go back and embroider the cat path after the next 3 cards.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah. Any other prompts? What do you do with the cat? We just follow. The cat follows us. We feed it. Decide to bring it into the local animal shelter because it's friendly.
Reggie tries to
home.
communicate. It doesn't communicate with Reggie.
It doesn't communicate with Reggie. But yeah, it's just been by itself, like on the road, eating fish, doing crimes. Cat crimes.
Yeah, like thievery.
Thievery,
Yep. Vigilanteism.
Tries to find some boots.
Maybe these will be the boots that trigger the transformation.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like Frosty the Snowman.
Yes. But yeah, so we're passing by these mountains here, these smaller mountains. How do they make us feel? Are we like, these are more like bluffs, but we remember what it's like.
It's a little intimidating, right?
Yeah. The hard memories. Lumberjane. How long have we had a crush on Lumberjane? For at least 5 years, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, maybe it's not fully occupying our attention, but whenever we remember, it's still there.
And it hurts. Because Lumberjane is like dating other people. Maybe.
Maybe, probably. Like,
Maybe.
Why wouldn't they? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's super popular.
How did we meet Lumber Witch?
Witch meetup. We hosted a witch con at the beach. Or we had to go into town one time to the convention center.
Yeah, we
Coven
went to the
gift
convention
exchange.
center.
Yeah.
What did we bring to the gift exchange? Like some sea glass
Yeah.
in a bottle. that we enchanted.
Rocks with weird holes in them.
Oh yeah, rocks with weird holes in them. Definitely great and potent ingredients for magic right there.
Yeah, that's it. We scrounge stuff on the beach, and they are good components for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Or they work for decorative purposes, like bathrooms and stuff.
What did we end up getting? What did we end up like? That's maybe like the swapperoo was how we met Lumber Witch. Like,
Yeah.
she came. What did she bring us?
Lumber Witch makes... My brain just says chainsaw carvings.
It's too big. Maybe
It's
like
too
a
big.
bundle? Like a bundle that we can burn that smells nice and like...
Yeah. Bundle, or like bunches of sticks that hang nicely.
Oh yeah, they're charms. They could like keep out
Ooh,
intruders or...
burl amulet. Yeah, some
Ooh,
burls. Maybe some bowls made of burls.
Oh yes, for a spell. For spellery.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the end of this square. Ah. Oh, come back. Okay. My needle.
You
Stop
need
it.
that.
All right. Next card. A problem.
Problem. You help each other out. This is part of every friendship, and you know it. But there are definitely some problems that your friend seems uniquely qualified to find themselves having. Right now, your thoughts drift to a particularly remarkable one. How did you extract your friend from this problem? And of course, what was the problem?
My mind immediately goes to they're just very attractive and have too many people wanting to like hit on them and stuff. And so we end up being the friend that helps them get out of it by pretending to be their partner, but really like we want to be their friend. Oh dear. Oh, addicted to bee stings. That's also pretty funny.
That's... So we gave them some uppers instead? Like...
I mean, there's a lot of like there's this whole thing where they say bee stings are like if you apply it like acupuncture, they're supposed to help with inflammation and stuff like that. Also
Right.
help you not get so allergic to bees anymore. So maybe they thought that was cool, and we were like, actually, you're killing a lot of bees needlessly. And so we talked to them, and they stopped doing it. A little less dramatic though than the trying to get our friend.
Our friend was just murdering bees, and we were like, no, stop. And then they stopped. And no. Oh, gosh.
I mean, what is our friend good at? And also, what is one big flaw with our friend? I guess that's the one thing. That's one way of trying to approach the prompt. Maybe they're just too nice.
They just won't say no to stuff.
They just won't say no to stuff, and so they find themselves like heavily overburdened. Whereas we are like living on a beach,
No responsibilities.
no responsibilities, but it's because we don't like talking to people all that much. Like we're kind of a little bit like not super into people other than like helping them and getting high with them, which is one of the reasons why our ex drifted away on a door.
Because they wanted us to like get a job and start earning income, and we're like, you're not paying rent either. And
Look, I'm selling these shells for quite a bit of money on certain specific like groups. Like you just need to know who to talk to. I don't see why I need a normal desk job.
yeah.
So maybe they're a little overburdened. So maybe we just behind their back we went and we scared a bunch of people with our sea witchery to like get them to leave.
It just, threatened the local townsfolk into...
Do you really need all of that firewood?
Yeah.
Do you really need all that
You already have
firewood?
like 5 charms.
You have
you have
so
to
many burlwood charms.
Commission a 6th burl. Like, you can't even wear them all. Like...
This woman has been whittling so many little pocket charms for you. You don't need any more. How many pockets do you have? I see one pocket.
Yeah. So we've been just real grouchy around town whenever we see someone wearing.
So yeah, that's what we do. We scare people into stop just stop overburdening her.
Well,
All right. Well, we are continuing along our path, being the grouchy, asocial sea witch we are, with a cat and a crab in tow.
Have we-
Has Reggie and the cat? Have we named this cat?
I was
or
gonna
are we just not
ask,
naming the
yeah.
cat? Do we want to name this cat? Because I feel like if we're giving them to a shelter soon, like if we give them, that might make the separation harder.
I didn't consider that. I was just like, we need something to call Cat, but we can just call them Cat and
Yeah, I
point at
think
them
we just
like,
call them Cat.
hey, you, hey there, little friend, hey, buddy.
Because it's not like we have experience naming familiars. Like,
No. Reggie already had a name. Yeah.
Reggie had a name. Reggie showed up and was like, hello, my name is Reggie. And we're like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Sea Silk is pretty amazing, too. Maybe we also do that. Oh, we're crossing a bridge.
Oh,
Bridge.
there's running water, but it's fresh water, so it smells way different. Maybe we're like, ugh. It's not nice and clean like the sea.
Doesn't look as forgiving as the sea. So small. Yeah, every day we're in the roar of the ocean is so much more quiet and muted. We hate it. And that's one of the reasons why we think that this relationship would never work. Like, we couldn't date because we just need to be near the ocean,
Right.
and they need to be, in the woods. So
Yeah.
how would this even work? How would this even work? And this is something we talk about with Reggie like virtually every night
Yeah.
as we're doing this.
And now we're talking to the cat.
Yeah, now I'm talking because Reggie's just like, I'm gonna bugger off and try to find something that could be armor for you.
Just gonna climb a palm tree.
Just sit there. Cat's like, I will listen and do anything for more fish. All right, we are reaching another square. This is the second of the 2 squares that the cat is coming along for. Okay. All right. A fortune teller.
A fortune teller, right when we get into town. Fortune teller. A fortune teller has set up shop by the side of the road. He is tall and skeletal, and his fortune-telling implements are sticks and bones tossed into a woven mat divided in brilliant colors. Flip a coin to determine the fortune they give you. Heads, a feather falls softly, the birds sing the song they desire most, and tails, the cat will hunt. Do not forget your hunter self. Do you have a coin?
Okay, I do. Coin that they gave me. So we've got this deeply troubled
That's the heads.
dragon. And the end of this deeply troubled sea dragon.
That's the tail.
All right, let's flip the coin. Oh, heads.
Heads. So a feather falls softly, the birds sing the song they desire most. What song do the birds sing?
I mean, we're not really around a lot of songbirds because we're by the ocean. We mostly hear a lot of, seagulls.
Singing the song of their people. Yeah, so the fortune teller throws some implements, and then a feather falls in front of us, and it's just screaming. There's just
screaming.
So much screaming in the air. We're like, oh my god, is there going to be like an earthquake or something?
Or maybe it reminds us of home, like just the sound of birds squabbling.
Yeah. And we're like, we can never leave the beach. We love it so much.
We love it too much. All right. So luckily there is an animal shelter in town. that is near the 2 carrots. Just a second. I have a little tangle back here.
Oh no.
It's okay. We can fix this. I think. I will not allow our journey to be.
Yeah, we have to cut
halted.
the map up if we do.
There we go. Okay, so we're stopping into town. We see it. We see it coming. We follow the road. No hitchhiking for us, just walking in these Birkenstocks.
Yep.
We were like, what is that noise? What is that sound?
Hark! A witch approaches.
Slap, 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 slap.
Yeah. People in town speak in old timey. So they're these and thous. They don't believe in the singular you.
Thou have come to witness the twin carrots.
Hail, sea witch, and well met. What hast thou brought today to sell upon the market street?
I got these shells. I just got these shells, bro.
The crowd's like, woo.
Yeah, this one's real pink. It's like this beautiful conch. Yeah, this one's real pink. It's pretty. But yeah, we make it to the twin carrots.
Yep.
Is this like a farmer's market situation? Is there like a carrot industry around here? What's going on?
Yeah, just a farmer's market. People do like small personal gardens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people can't see the
I can.
see if
I have the maps in digital.
these are carrots.
Those are carrots.
Yes, hark, a vagrant.
We're
I'm a
like,
vagrant,
no.
I'm a witch.
Yeah.
So yeah, we stop by the farmer's market and we grab that chocolate, we grab that wine. It's all like artisanally made stuff.
Yeah.
Very mom and pop.
All the canned goods.
Oh my god, Jordan. Get out. Get out of chat. You're not allowed in here. Get out.
Can someone ban Ray of K?
I need to ban Jay. Sorry, Jordan. You can stay. This is a leftover from Twitter. I had ordered tacos, but they came and were actually flautas. And I was like, but why do they call them tacos? And then Jordan was like, I can't. Jordan made a really great pun, and I was like, oh dear. Cool. So we have gone to the farmer's market. Maybe we did pick up some flautas. Maybe there's some really good like fish tacos that we make.
Yeah.
And we're like wondering how the fish flautas are here. They're not bad. I can hear my child. She has returned from daycare.
Ooh.
So where are we dropping? So is the animal shelter near the farmer's market in this map?
I think it'd be further in town.
Further in town? Okay, so are we going like down over here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down this block. Yeah, we ask around. You wonder.
Yeah. There's a cat witch in town that has a
the
cat
cat
cafe that works to like foster strays and stuff, and they have also a drop-off zone.
Nice. Yeah. How is our relationship with the cat witch? It seems like she is the closest witch to us in terms of proximity.
They're okay. We it's just not our thing, right? Like she's so social, right? Like she just wants to sit all day and have tea and talk with people and give out advice. Well, maybe we want that today. Like maybe, but we know they're just gonna be like, No, Lumberjane's too good for you.
Oh, that's what we think they're gonna say.
Yeah.
That's what we think they're gonna say. Maybe they'll say something a little bit different when we drop the cat off.
Yeah, but she'll deal with all of like the vaccinations and physical and either spaying or neutering the cat.
Oh, I like that idea, Emily. We were dropping off some fish for the cats. Like
Yeah.
we help with her raw food program.
Yep. Yep. Cafe's named the Scratching Post. Thank you, Beaks.
They're not fish tacos since Roy's in chat. Since Jordan is in chat, they're now fish flautas. So this is where I think the cat will end up. So I'm going to put another cat here. Tiny cat. There we go. Very hard to see, but there is a cat. Kind of here. But yeah, so we meet up with our colleague. You know, she's happy to see us, but yeah, it is an awkward situation because we just don't really like need anything from her usually. But this time, I think maybe she knows that we've got a giant crush. I mean, I don't think maybe everyone knows except for the Lumber Witch that we have a crush on Lumber Witch.
Well, maybe the Lumber Witch knows too, because
Oh no!
we have no poker face.
Maybe that's why we hide behind our hair.
Oh,
So much hair.
Yeah.
It's got like empty crab shell bits in it and kelp and other things. So we hide behind our hair.
And under our giant hat.
Under our giant hat, yeah, which we never take off. So someone wants to draw this witch. I would love to see art of Joe.
Please. This is your this is your
This is yeah. We like to ask for fan art right now.
yeah. This is our appeal to fan art. This is your homework for the week, chat.
We need art of what's her name? Jane
Squanzabar.
Squanzabar. Thank you, Jane Squanzabar and Joe Carson.
So the bear lumberjack and
the crab witch.
Joe Carson. Yeah, with Reggie, or just Reggie.
So yeah, I think when we drop off the cat, the cat witch is like, "Oh hey, how's it going? It's so nice to see you. Really appreciate you sending over all that fish, that dried fish, last month. It's nice to see you in person. How's it going? Where are you going?" And then we tell her that we're going to go see Jane, and there's a really awkward silence.
Yeah, they see like all of the raspberry jam we're holding.
See so much raspberry jam. She's like, "Oh, I see. Are you gonna finally tell her?" And we're like, "Tell her what?
Tell her what?
Tell her what? Tell her what?" Just like maintain awkward eye contact. Just like, "Tell her what? What do I have to tell her, Cat Witch? What am I?" And she's just like, "Fine, don't tell her, but I think you should tell her." You know?
We're like, we didn't
Humans
come here for this today.
Yeah. Humans don't have 9 lives. You either gotta take this chance now, or you leave it.
It's like, oh, I always thought you were married to the sea.
You know, the sea is really into like
The sea's poly.
The sea is very poly. The sea is very open, and you know, I'm not their primary, so it's okay. We don't have that kind of relationship. And the cat witch is sort of just sipping from a very pretty porcelain, like very thin as paper porcelain teacup. And
Oh
just
my
looks at us
God.
over the brim, and it's like,
Uh-huh.
And there's like this smug look on her face that all of the other cats in her like very large animal cat sanctuary echo.
They're all just like looking.
All right, so we're coming up. I'm going to be going along this line here, so we're going to be coming up another card soon.
Okay.
What's the name of the cat witch? No one say a Selena Kyle.
I was not going to say that, and I was not going to say Felicity.
I feel like Sandra's a good name.
Sandra
Susan.
Susan.
The C is in a very fluid relationship. Yes, the C is always in a fluid relationship. How do maybe like Sandra?
No.
No.
Beaks. Sandra D's. D's what? Mercedes. That's
For some reason Donovan popped up in my head. I don't know why. It's a very mundane name, but
Sandra Donovan.
Sandra Donovan. Sounds like the head of the PTA. Somehow that fits in my mind.
So she's got
Sandra...
she's got like twins that are in school.
Yeah. All right, we have left another square. A merchant.
A merchant. It's dangerous or lucky?
I don't know. I'm just drawing things.
Do they sell dangerous objects or
Lucky things.
lucky tokens? All right. So this merchant sells lucky tokens and charms, lucky rocks, lucky coins, a cat statue with a raised paw, a lizard's tail, although that does not appear to have been too lucky for the lizard. Do you buy anything? Mark your map with a bead or note to represent your encounter with the merchant. Oh, we need luck. We need luck in love. We...
Do we buy anything? I mean, we just got a cat, so I don't know if we want another cat. Which one of these do you think Reggie would like?
Reggie.
Maybe Reggie likes coins?
Yes, like something shiny.
Just a big coin.
A big coin.
It's like a big doubloon.
Is that for us to wear?
Is it for us to have just and not have to wear, Reggie? Reggie's doing the toddler thing.
It's like pushing the doubloon.
Pushing the coin up against our leg, and we're like, Reggie. So we do buy the coin, and I will draw a little coin to show where. Yeah, so I think next time we do this, I will have a selection of beads, sequins, and things that we can absolutely use. But I'll just draw a coin. I'm drawing it like the Hades 2 coin. Playing a lot of Hades 2 lately.
Oh, I can't wait. Is it fun?
Oh my god, it's so fun. I'm sorry. It scratches a different itch than Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate's not very reflex heavy.
I did have to rest my thumb though.
Did you get a blister?
No. I was doing a lot of close work, so I was doing a lot of like intricate painting, and then I ended up playing Hades for a couple of hours, and I think between the two of that, the muscle in my like lower, just like this area,
just the big one,
really tight. Just the big, yeah. Got real unhappy with me, and so I ended up doing a lot of stretching and massage. and rested it for a day, and it's back. Thank goodness.
You can use your thumb again.
My goodness, yes. Thumbs are really important, especially in your dominant hand. Yes, a lucky hubcap. The coin does look eerily like a hubcap. We do think that. But what does the merchant say that the coin, like, what does the coin do?
Oh, money follows money, right?
That's true. We don't really need money, though.
But Reggie bought it.
That's true. Maybe this will help us. Maybe Jane has had some money issues, and we can swoop in and help with that. Cool. So we've got a bit of a choice to make.
Is it which way to
We
go?
might finish this. So we can either go further back into town, like are there parents we need to visit? I parked us here because it's near the road. There's a lake up over here with an island. We can go around the mountains through this way, or we can follow the road. There's like a little
Yeah, we should go through the
valley
gap.
here.
Yeah.
We should go through this valley
Yeah.
to this road and then go back up. Okay, cool. All right.
Kind of a grasslandy foothills zone.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, a little river valley.
I've been following this season of not Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon.
Oh,
And,
I haven't touched it at all.
Is it as good as the first few seasons of Game of Thrones? No. Is it better than the last few seasons of Game of Thrones? Yes.
Okay.
Granted, that's not saying a lot, but it is a lot better, and I'm enjoying it. I think the fact that we're seeing it very this is a very female-centered, women-centered story in a lot of ways is really nice.
That is
We're
nice to
also
see.
There are more women and non-binary people in front of and behind the camera. And I feel like that comes across really well. And they have proper intimacy coordinators this time.
Ah.
So, love that. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of those scenes in Game of Thrones are just sort of titillating to be titillating, but the scenes here appear to be more brief, and I think they get to like the emotional point of the scene. Like they're not there to just be naked and do things and like have a sex to just do like naked things and have a sex with a beer. They're to like illustrate like a point about the people who are engaging in this activity.
Right.
But I do feel bad for all the dragons.
This is kind of it's like a prequel to Game of Thrones, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah,
like
we know what
100 years.
happens to those dragons. Yeah.
I know. I just thought it's not unusual for your thumbs to fight you. They can be.
Yeah. No, I was not gonna.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. You've hit another border. Let us
Sweet.
draw another card. Okay. Meal.
Meal. The two of you could easily lose hours at the dinner table, laughing and talking long after the last crumbs have been cleaned off your plate. You would switch off on dinner hosting duties, but the person that cooked would never be the person that cleaned. What was the last meal you shared with your friend?
Did they ever visit us? Have they ever visited us?
Maybe we've only met in town.
Were we sharing? Was it for a WitchCon?
Yeah.
Like we were there for like a WitchCon, and we like were crashing at somebody's. Like we were crashing at Cat Witch's place, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last meal we had was kind of like a post-convention get-together, like, hey, we've wrapped everything up.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we cooked. Maybe we made like a big seafood stew.
Yeah, like a jambalaya.
Bouilla- yeah, or a bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse.
Yeah. And did they like it? Did Jane like our food?
Yes. They, like, licked the plate.
Oh. Did we let it show that we're happy that they enjoyed our food? Or did we hide behind our hair and hat again?
We tried to make it seem like we were generally happy with everyone. It's like, you know,
really,
equally happy that everyone, but we were making like dead eye contact. It's like, so did everyone enjoy the food?
Did you enjoy the food?
All right, one of the other friends is like, oh yeah, it was great. And you're like, Jane. Yeah.
Jane. Yeah, Jane had a great time, and it's ever since that day we're like, we can't make bouillabaisse without thinking of Jane. To be honest, we can't do most things without thinking of Jane, but especially when we make bouillabaisse.
In our crab shack.
Little crab shack.
Like, oh, if only someone else was here to eat this with us.
We just feed the rest of the birds.
Just dump it into the ocean. Back from
in
whence you
a way,
came.
we were sharing a meal with a friend, and our friend is the ocean. And, you know, there are some crabs. Like, you know, Reggie brings his friends over.
Yeah. And there's seagulls.
Oh, man. Wait, I'm just looking at chat. Oh, okay, I see. I thought they had put Infinity... They put Infinity Train. I see. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do a Marvel movie, and I'm so glad they did not do a Marvel movie.
For Max?
Oh no, for D&D, not the game. The two directors, DB Weiss and the other dude, Dave something, who were the showrunners for Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about Infinity Train.
They were supposed to do Star Wars. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And got fired. Yeah, because they messed up Game of Thrones so bad. Poor Amelia Clark.
Oh.
And then they wanted to do a whole series about the Confederacy, and I'm just like, can you not read the room? Also,
Wow.
why?
Wow. Timing.
Two white guys wanting to do something about the Confederacy? Maybe not. All right, another card. Flowers.
Flowers. You weren't expecting them to grow here, but there are flowers everywhere around you, vibrant and bright. There are so many of them, for a moment everything is beautiful. Mark the map with something to represent the flowers where you encounter them. And you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna just draw for now. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Just gonna...
I think the flowers give us hope. It's just like, yeah, things are going to turn out great.
Also, I don't think we get to see many flowers because we are on the beach.
Yeah, that's just like kind of whatever grows near the beach. Like scraggly.
Lichen. And I think that maybe the first time we went to visit Lumber Witch, it was in spring. We saw flowers. What season is it? I guess it's spring again if we're seeing flowers.
Yeah, late spring.
Yeah. So we're like, oh,
There's like bees and butterflies and
it's just so
bird
nice.
song,
But different birds.
not just screaming seagulls.
All right. Do we want to go ahead and take a break?
Let's
quickly?
do that.
Okay.
We will be back after these messages. Welcome back, everybody, to Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, Michelle and I are playing a Mending, and I grabbed my copy of Invisible Cities to try to find the quote that's at the back of the rules, and I can't find it in the book, but it's on the back of the book.
Ooh.
Maybe later I will find that. Anyways, let's get back into it. We are a sea witch on our way to, I guess, maybe even confess to our crush, a lumber witch.
Are we going to confess? Is this a confession?
Or we asked him to marry us? I don't know. Like,
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I don't know what we're thinking.
Is this like one of those sapphic romances where we just pine forever? And then we immediately move in together and get a Subaru.
We're gonna find like 2 golden retrievers and a U-Haul in the next.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I live in a very like queer femme part of Boston.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna name
Oh,
the
so you
neighborhood,
see this all the time.
but my neighbors are this. Like, my neighbors are precisely this. This is where all of the domestic femme people come to have kids and buy a house and get a Subaru. It's great. Yeah, I like to joke that it's like the inverse of San Francisco on the queer spectrum, because San Francisco is like
Gay.
super gay mask, like fabulously glittery drag queens, voguing, whacking. Whereas, yeah, this is very like quiet, and we sit out on the porch with like a cup of coffee with your wife, and there's a bunch of like queer femme folks on like local PTAs and like running a lot of really cute like queer book clubs. It's a very like Stardew Valley idyllic queer.
You say this place is called Boston?
It's a part of Boston. It's a part of Boston. But yeah, it's very sweet. I would enjoy living here more if it was not on the not on the East Coast. If we can just take this whole neighborhood and transplant it to say like, I don't know, Seattle, that would be rad.
Yeah.
But I think there's too much tech for that to happen on the West Coast, but we'll see. Anywho, so let's keep it going. We are on our way to see and maybe just accidentally confess to the person we've had a crush on for 5 years. Maybe we're not planning to do it, but maybe it just happens.
Yeah, no, we're full of just mixed up emotions, and we don't know what we're doing. And did we even tell them we were coming? Did we even like get on the phone with Jane? Like,
I think we like sent a postcard saying like we might be coming within this 3-month time frame. No specifics, but just like sometime during Q2.
Yeah.
Q1 or Q2.
And it's like it's a 2-hour drive, but we're just on foot
with our huge flippy floppy Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
All right, we are at another border. I guess this is why they call it a running stitch. It's so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever like let yourself like just go loose, just go ham, just all the way up a seam or something?
No, I'm very controlled typically with my embroidery. That's sort of a characteristic of all of my art, honestly. I'm very controlled. It's why even in pottery, I always go for something that has like the lowest failure rate. Like I will not allow my pottery to just be like subjected to the whims of fire and air and earth. I have to sit down with it and like just find little lines. Yeah. So I can't do like a fire pit. That would just like
Oh, but the,
what
like
would
the
happen? What would happen?
coolness would have something awesome.
Yes. Possibly, or something terrible, and then I have no control.
Oh no.
All right. A lock.
A lock. Do, 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 do. Watcha.
Okay, I don't know why, but like all of these cards so far lend themselves too perfectly to our unrequited sapphic romance.
It's just friendship. It's just pals, okay?
They're cousins.
I used to be there. Of course I know pottery can explode. I've done it. Thankfully nothing else was on that layer of the kiln. A lock. You cut a lock of hair from your own head to give to your friend to remember you by. But you did not give it to them before they left. Why didn't you give the lock of hair to your friend? If you have it, spare it, attach a small lock of your own hair to your map.
I'm not going to do that. But I will draw because my hair does not at all represent the hair of the person that we have created. Joe, as we've mentioned, has like stringy, long, unkempt hair filled with sea bits. So I think when she like hacked off a lock of her hair, I think she looked at it and realized it's full of crap. Like, it's just full of crap.
Yeah, like okay, maybe. Yeah, we were in town or something like that, and it was like the end of summer camp. It's like, okay, we got to say goodbye. It's like, oh no, I didn't have a gift. I'll cut off my own hair. Wait, no one wants this.
I'm gonna draw like a fish. It's like a dead fish.
Just a dead fish, because there's a dead fish in our hair. We wear dead fish on our head like those fashionable whales.
Are we friends with an orca? This is a West Coast.
Yeah, there's a pod that comes and visits every year for their calving.
So this is I don't know if you can see very well, but there's a lock here, and I've drawn
dead fish.
a dead fish.
Oh yeah, it popped in. For one brief shining moment we got to see.
Come on, friend.
We got it. It's there.
That's supposed to be a little crab pincer.
Little crab pincers.
And a dead fish. You're like, this is not a good lover's token. We will not give this to our friend.
Reggie grabbed it and wore it for like a day.
It was a good time. It was like a little wig.
Yeah.
A little crab wig.
Crab wig or crab mustache. Like.
Oh, so we bypassed this bridge and now we're heading into forest. Yeah, so that's a painful memory.
This time, we'll have gifts that people want. That's why...
That aren't filled with, like, we must smell terrible.
We smell like the beach.
We smell like the
have you ever, after high tide, have you ever... when things roll out, it just...
Maybe there's like we either smell them like really fresh and like amazing, like especially when after we come in from surfing. But you know, if we let it sit too long, if we let our hair go uncombed and unkempt for too long, and dunking it into the ocean is not a proper way of maintaining our
We've been on the road for a while now, and we did not bring a dingle hopper with us to brush with.
You know, Reggie tries.
Reggie does our hair?
Reggie does our hair. Reggie tries. He like tries to like just like take little bits out with his pincers and like eats it.
Yeah. We get groomed.
We get groomed. All right, we've got another card. Let me just poke this through again. Now we're back on the road. Birkenstocks flapping in the wind. Another merchant.
Is this one dangerous?
Charming but unnecessary objects.
Unnecessary. All right. There's a third merchant card.
It's a tchotchke vendor.
This traveling merchant specializes in charming but unnecessary objects, a jar of glittering but worthless rocks, a potion that promises to taste good but has no other effect, and a gnome hat with too many pockets. Do you buy
taking the
anything?
hat.
We're putting the
We're
hat.
taking the
We're
hat
taking
for
the hat.
Reggie.
Yes.
We take the hat for Reggie. Reggie needs all those pockets. Crabs don't have pockets. I don't know if you know. They don't have pockets. And Reggie, as we know, collects things. He's got this coin. He needs to put this coin somewhere. He's going to put it in his little pocket. I imagine like the gnome hat just sits right inside of the crown.
Yes.
Just like right inside. So like there's a crown and then like there's a little hat that comes up like inside of it.
Yeah, it's just like a little pointy like elf hat,
Yes.
but covered in little pockets. And we
Oh my
have
gosh.
to take things and we have to put them in the pockets for Reggie because Reggie can't like operate
This is
the
true.
snaps.
I'm going to draw a little crown and a little hat inside the crown. I'm going to color that in. I'm going to try to see. Can you see it kind of?
Kinda, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, the end is in sight. I guess we're getting more and more anxious now.
Oh, we're so anxious. Do we like veer off the path? Because we're so anxious. We're like, what if we just hang out in the mountains for a month before
It's
we
like
see?
we're kind of walking on autopilot and then we realize we've just taken a 90-degree turn.
Or do we do that? Do we just head into the mountains?
Yes.
Okay.
We're just like,
We can go further up and then go this way.
yeah. I think we should
we can't go into
still,
the woods.
still head kind of in the general direction so we get there. We got like half an hour to get there.
Yeah, we can't go into the woods because what if she's in the woods?
Right?
Yeah, we can't. We're not ready for that.
So if we had like a view from the mountain,
We might encounter the mountain witch.
there's a mountain witch. Of course there's a mountain witch.
Of course there's a mountain witch.
Mountain witch does foraging.
Intense foraging. She's got a goat.
Got
She's got several goats.
goats. Goat witch. Yep. Yep. Makes cheese, milk. Drives a sleigh.
Yeah, yodels.
Yodels. Goat alchemist? That's, yeah, okay, goat potions. We got goat potions.
Please explain to me what a goat potion is. Enchanted goat's milk soap.
Yeah. Extra moisturizing.
Oh, maybe that's why she comes back into town for like WitchCon. She sells her soaps.
Yep.
Oh man, and they must smell really nice too. I'm sure she's got like some really cool mountain flowers.
The cleanest smelling witch.
Oh gosh, this the cleanest. Maybe that's why we're stopping by because we're like, oh god.
Oh.
Especially after like the hair thing, we're like, crap, we smell like crap. We need to go take a shower. So we're going to the mountain witch, the cleanest.
There's
of the
like a
witches.
little spa.
She does run a little mountain spa.
Yeah, we need
Right.
to de-stress. And we need to
We
get
just get clean.
get clean.
the makeover moment. All right, we are drawing another card. It is the onset episode. Oh, weakness.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. You know so many things about each other. You know the insignificant secrets, but you also know the depths of your friend's true character. What is your friend's weakness? The one thing that will destroy them. How did you come to know it?
That's very intense.
Damn.
Gosh. Let me look at this. was our friend's weakness? You said they were really, really nice.
Yeah, they can't say no. They get overloaded. They don't take care of their own energy.
Mm. Is that a weakness though? Like, is that the weakness that
I
we're
don't
talking
think
about?
it's necessarily related.
Mm. Maybe they just have terrible self-esteem. They just don't think very highly of themselves for
That's the
some
weakness
reason.
that will destroy them.
Well, they're just worried that they're worthless, right? And maybe that's why they're so kind.
Oh. Oh no, they're sweet.
Yeah, they're just maybe one day at the WitchCon, or one time they visited us or visited them, and we just maybe they got some bad feedback from somebody and it just utterly hits them in a way they weren't expecting.
Yeah, they
And
lost all productivity for like a week.
hmm
Oh no.
yeah, it's rough. And so we spend a lot of time like trying to help them, like, it's like, yeah, we can tell you that we think you're cool, but if you don't think you're cool, then none of my words are really going to matter. So I don't know, maybe we try our best to like help build them up. Maybe they have visited us. Maybe this was a beach scene.
Yeah.
And we spend like some time next to like a bonfire on the beach, looking up at the stars.
Maybe that's when the "you're so warm" move
Yeah.
was when the snuggling happened.
The snuggle happened. And like the one thing that we remember as that night ended on the beach in a snuggle was, I think, her saying like, your hair is so soft or something. Or
Something.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. Or like, you smell so fresh, like the sea, or like,
Yeah. Mm.
you smell like salt and wood smoke or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, it's nice. You smell like smoke and wind.
Just campfire.
You smell like salty campfire. We're both really drunk.
Just really drunk.
It's really drunk. Because we have rum. We have rum.
It just washes up sometimes.
Yeah, it just washes up big crates of it. We're just like,
All right.
you sure? So yeah, we drink rum. She tells us we smell like salt and wood smoke.
And
We
our
say
poor
thanks.
little heart.
Yeah, our poor little heart.
And then at the same time, we're so worried about them because it's just like, oh, if only you could see yourself the way I do. You're so cool and strong. And
You cut all my driftwood for me.
you could rip a tree in half.
You talked to that really grumpy sea lion down the way.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh. So yeah, it's that with that in mind that we go to the Mountain Witch with all the goats. Our crab in tow. At this point we have, I think, put the crab in like a little crab Bjorn.
Just his little legs just like out. Or is he facing us? Is he cuddling us?
I don't know. I think it depends on the day. Like, you can do it either way. That's sort of the beauty of a crab Bjorn. Crab Bjorn. There we go.
Yeah, it's just made of seaweed. Like and net. It's the outfit he's wearing, because remember we decorated him with net stuff that we found.
Mm-hmm.
That just kind of, we can just put our arms in the holes and it just...
Yes. I think he feels a lot safer. I mean, he prizes like being in armor so much. I think he must be facing in. Like, he's cuddling us.
He's our armor.
Yeah. He's like, well, this is the solution.
Yeah.
The solution is I am your armor. And we're like, yes, Reggie. Yes, whatever you say. Yes, Reggie.
And this is just so that we can get uphill quickly.
Yes. Because, crabs are not great at climbing uphill. Not this level. So we head to the top where we see the Mountain Witch. What is the name for the Mountain Witch?
Mountain Witch. Oh,
Heidi.
gosh. Say like, uh,
I'm gonna draw
Zinnia.
Zinnia.
Yeah.
Is Zinnia even like a mountain flower?
Nope.
We just call her Zinni.
Yep. Zinnia the Mountain Witch.
I'm gonna draw a goat. Okay, that doesn't quite look like a goat, but looks more like a reindeer, but that's okay.
They're
Well,
rain goats.
there we go.
Special
Tiny rain. Tiny goat.
variety of goat that lives only in this mountain range.
Elka, she had a lot of kids. So yeah, we make it to Mountain Witch. Do we go along the mountain range or do we descend back into the forest?
Well, I think we stay higher up so that we can have advanced warning if,
We have the high ground,
yeah,
etc., etc.
because we're feeling so insecure, we want to
But we
feel,
think about our friend who feels like she feels insecure, like she doesn't
oh,
know how beautiful she is. You don't know you're beautiful.
oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we're just singing in the mountains. On our way.
Crap, I guess we do. What do we look like now that we've had our mountain makeover?
Our hair is like braided. Just one big chunky
Oh,
braid down the back.
One big
Out of our
chonky
face.
braid. She got a lot of the stuff out of our hair, but not all of it. It's like tastefully accented now
Yeah.
by little shells.
And our hair is shiny, which it never is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Maybe she actually fixes our Birkenstocks.
She gives us different shoes. We
gives
we
us
just
different shoes. She
take
gives-
some of the spa sandals.
Really? I was hoping she'd give us like some boots, some hiking boots.
Oh, yeah. She has a spare pair of boots. We don't wear socks, though.
We do not wear socks, but luckily like the inside of the boots are like really nice and plush.
Yeah.
And supportive. Like there's a lot of like Dr. Scholl stuff happening inside. There's like some inserts.
Yep.
All right, we reached another square.
Good ankle support.
Absolutely. Somewhere else.
One of your pastimes used to be talking about the places you would go someday, or even just the places you'd been already. Your friend loved the woods, long and quiet ambling strolls that you took together down mossy paths.
God.
They loved the bustle of the marketplace, the warm bowls of soup. Where's the one location you would rather be right now with your friend? What would you be doing? Back at the beach. Back at the bonfire. Back at the snuggles.
Yes, that's what we want. We want rum. We want snuggles. We want stars. Exactly what we want.
Maybe that like little lightning storm kind of coming in off the beach.
We smell a little bit of that ozone mixed with
Yeah.
smoke.
So we don't want to like gallivant around the world. We just want everything we want at our home.
Yeah. You sound like a parent. We have it at home. We don't need to buy it. We have it at home.
Well, that's the thing. We don't have Jane at home.
It's true. Oh, Jane. Won't you come back with me? Got a new crate of rum.
Yeah, now we're just making up a song.
And we're just like, please stop. Please stop. So I'm just, because you mentioned that we are basically just following we want to go as high as possible. I'm following this line
Yeah.
right here. And we should be reaching another card shortly.
Okay.
The thing though is that even though we took like a bath and everything, and we do look nicer, we're still like at least a bit of a ways away, you know?
Yeah, it should last. We'll be cleaner than we were.
It's true. We will be
It
cleaner than
counts.
we were. So I'm going to go ahead and shift the piece over so I can do that. In the meantime, we can draw a card.
Okay.
Passion.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
Passion. Oh no. Once you and your friend shared a deep and all-consuming passion, not necessarily a romantic one, may just have been a hobby or a cause, but it bound you together and drove your friendship forward. What was it? Do you still hold this passion? Do they?
What do lumberjacks and fishermen have in common?
We're very passionate about
Wrestling.
nature. We love nature and professional wrestling.
Oh man. Is that something that we want to do in the future? We want to do professional wrestling with them? Like, not
Well,
do, but,
I
like,
mean, we
go
want to do
somewhere.
some unprofessional wrestling with them, I think.
I could see professional wrestling.
You think
Or
there's like an
maybe-
amateur league around?
I was also thinking, like, randomly, like, what about the WNBA?
Yes, we love basketball.
We both love basketball.
There is a local team, and we both wore like their jerseys to one of the witch events because there was a game or something afterwards.
I mean, there's a basketball witch. We know.
There's
we
a
all know the
basketball
basketball witch. Basketball. Why not?
She's like one of the Globetrotters. She just does basketball tricks at like the halftime.
Yes. But, you know, she's got her own wife. Which wife? Maybe she's married to the cat witch or maybe another witch. But, you know, we're like super into the super into the WNBA, which is filled with wives. So many wives.
So many wives. That's what the W stands for.
The Wives National Basketball Association. I'm gonna draw a tiny basketball. See, where can I draw this tiny basketball?
Yeah. So we're fans. We're gonna go to every game. We're gonna wave tiny flags with the team
Front row seats.
logo on them. Yeah, front row. Yeah. Witches just get front row seats. And
We just always get front row
Yeah.
seats.
no one knows how it happens.
And yet it does. It keeps happening. And we still share this passion.
Oh yeah.
Maybe in our pack we have a jersey, a special jersey that we found in a thrift store
Uh-huh.
or washed up on the beach.
It washed up on the beach.
It just it washed up on the beach. It's like specifically though, like it's like kismet. It's a jersey that not only fits them but is like of their favorite player. Maybe that's what sparks this whole journey. It's like
I found this thing.
I found this thing.
Oh no, we're so excited to give it to Jane.
Oh, that's a magical power of the basketball witch. Oh, yeah. The basketball witch maybe knows about our crushes. Like, you gotta give it to her,
It was
girl.
planted.
But we didn't know it.
There's a witch conspiracy in town.
There's the basketball witch is looking into their crystal globe, which, by the way, is cut like a basketball. And just seeing all this go down and being like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, yeah. some other witches around, like the cat witch has popcorn.
Mountain Witch is now in on it. I love Basketball Witch. I think she's my favorite.
Usually she just, like, gets information about the other team.
But, you know, she makes, like, enchanted hoops. Ah, so good. Like, her skills are, like, she may not necessarily be the most versatile witch in the way that the crab sea witch is. I mean, we can definitely brownie points. Like, we can definitely have not non-femme witches for sure. We can have non-binary witches. We can have men who are witches.
Well, I think we've been loose enough with the pronouns for Jane that Jane would be non-binary, probably.
Yeah. Jane uses she, they, she. Man, we are just going along this little thing here.
Yep.
I can feel the tension. It's just like, oh, we don't want to go downhill yet. Oh, we don't want to go downhill yet.
All right. But eventually we'll have to.
Eventually we'll have to, but until then, we're just gonna follow.
Yeah. No, it's that like horrible anticipation. Because like this should be amazing. But what if we do something stupid?
People are coming up with names for the basketball witch.
Sherry Bird or Magic Johnson? Yeah.
All right, we are nearing the second to last card here.
Magic Johnson.
Magique Johnson.
She is French.
Of course she's French. Mais oui. All right. Their face.
Their face. Oh no.
Her dog plays yes, Magique Johnson has a dog familiar, and the dog does play basketball. The dog is a golden retriever.
You etched the lines of your friend's face into your memory the day you parted. You stared at them for what felt like ages, ignoring all polite behavior, promising to remember every curve and spot and perfect, unique nuance of their face.
Oh, we absolutely did this. This is creepy behavior. We absolutely did it.
What does your friend look like? Well, sometimes they're a bear. So.
I think Jane... Oh my god, Squans. What's the last name?
Squanzabar.
Squanzabar. Jane Squanzabar is a very tall person. I think they're like 6'3".
Oh yeah.
6'3". They're built they have a very solid build. They have like a very open, friendly face.
Yeah.
Face built for smiling. It's just all the time just smiling. But when they frown, they do have that Florence Pugh frown, you know what I mean?
like I'm sitting here in my flower dress and I'm upset.
Yes, precisely. I think they have like dark brown hair, but it's like got red highlights because they're out in the sun.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's in one long braid as well. And I think they wear flannel. I think they've also got like dark or hazel eyes, and then like the flannel dungarees, or like, oh, what's that one company?
Like Carhartt?
Yeah, they wear Carhartts. They absolutely wear like Carhartts.
Mm-hmm. They're very into protective gear.
They're extremely into protective gear. And they wear very sensible boots.
Do they have a
guess
tattoo in reverence to Ardeo, the bear goddess?
I mean,
Yes.
clearly.
Yes. They have a
Clearly,
bear
yes.
tattoo.
They absolutely have a bear tattoo. It's like a bear and like a crescent moon.
Yeah. Like on the shoulder.
Do we have a tattoo?
We have a tattoo.
Do we have to have a neck tattoo?
A neck tattoo.
We specifically must have a neck tattoo.
But of what? So like an
Crab?
octopus? Crab? Crab. Crab neck tattoo. Is it just like a claw?
Or I guess it could just be like a small crab like here, maybe.
Just a little crab.
Just a little crab. Just a little guy. Just a little baby crab.
Yep.
But yes, there was 1 year at WitchCon, we just sat in a corner. I think that there was like a panel that they were on. We sat in the audience and just stared at them, even when they weren't speaking. We just stared at them. But again, the hat and the hair, like no one
could possibly have
one could
told.
possibly
No.
know. Like somehow I'm getting like really strong staring vibes from that witch, even though I can't see their face at all.
Yeah. It's like Cousin It over there. Just
It's just cousin it. Just a little crab bits, dead fish, big hat,
and no one else is sitting like right next to us because of the fish smell.
just like rangy, long, lean body,
No shoes.
no shoes, jorts. Jorts are like stiff because they have so much salt in it. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we remember.
Yeah.
What was the panel on?
Maybe like what mushrooms you can eat. And
Yeah, it was a
it was the
mushroom.
mountain witch and the lumber witch.
And we don't really have mushrooms where we are, but we were there anyway.
Yeah, we were suddenly very interested in mushrooms.
Brownie boys, we have jorts.
It's jorts, yeah.
High-waisted jorts.
It's Sadako, but what if Sadako was in the ocean for a long time? And had jorts.
Okay, I'm running out of this, like,
Okay.
yeah, so at that point, we need to make a decision.
Do we pull an end card for this, or do we pull a regular card and then an end card?
I think we pull an end card once we reach her house.
So regular card first. All right. The final
But-
approach.
But do we turn now? Or
Yeah.
do we turn once? Okay, let's turn now.
So we're getting to the point where we would be going past the house. And
And that feels wrong.
yeah.
All right, one more card. Joy.
Hmm. Joy. Oh, there it is. You have not heard the sound of your friend's laughter for years. You remember the way they relax around you without care or tension. You wonder if they still laugh like that. What does your friend look like when they're happy? Think of the moment when they looked like that. What was happening in that moment?
Oh. I think they just do big belly laughs, you know? They throw their head back.
They just ha 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 ha.
It's just big belly, like they throw themselves into laughter with their entire selves. It's like there's nothing held back. There's no, like, their laugh is actually kind of weird. It's like a weird laugh, but because they are so like sincere and putting their heart into it, no one really cares. They think
Yeah.
they think like it's really, and especially us, we think it's very charming. Even though when they laugh, it does sound like a bear like throwing up, but you know, we don't mind.
And then they try to like, they're out of breath, but they try to explain what's funny.
Yes, exactly. I think of one moment when they looked like that. What was happening in that moment? Did we make a joke? Maybe.
Oh, did we cause it?
Did
Maybe
we
that's why we
cause it?
remember it so well,
Yeah.
because it was something we did. And
There's such a thing as a sea bear, isn't there? Maybe?
sea bear. I mean, water bear's a tardigrade. There's a, yeah, coastal black bear.
We could talk about tardigrades. Maybe we talk about tardigrades, like they're water
We
bears.
have a hot 5 about tardigrades.
We have a tight 5 about tardigrades. we were it was like a witch bonding like activity. So one of the like breakout spaces is just learning how to do stand up.
Yep.
And so we talk about tardigrades and the idea of a bear that is so small with that many legs, looks like that, just rendered them absolutely helpless. Okay. And yes, they gave their beautiful vomiting bear laugh.
It's a tiny bear.
They're not the brightest witch, but they are. They're full of heart.
They're so dreamy.
You're just a weirdo in love with a jock. Yes, they're a thembo for sure.
A bear bow.
They're a bear pup. Meanwhile, we're just this like weird little sea gremlin.
We are.
Oh my god. It's one of the reasons why this romance has never taken off.
We never really.
We don't even have a brain cell to share. We're not even together yet. Maybe we can pool our income and buy a brain cell we can share. Oh, that's great. Oh, all right. We've made it. We made it. And now, go ahead and tie off the string. A witch intervention.
Yeah, that's kind of already happening though.
You know, I mean, the jersey, it floated onto the shore. We have all the witches in the continent super interested in this outcome. That's why, I mean, this is the only logical reason why the lumber witch hasn't realized that we're desperately in love with them, because they're a thembo.
Right,
and
like
we
just
don't know
can't.
Yeah. And we haven't done anything because we're a mad little sea gremlin. Okay. Yep.
All right.
Let's pull an ending card.
All right. They are only numbered on my end, so.
Okay, we have one of 4 endings. Want to roll a d4?
Sure.
Okay.
I got one right here.
Oh, okay. You want to roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay. An ending.
Does that say open the door at the bottom?
Yeah, open the door.
We have walked this path together and we have built this story together. You stand on the threshold of your friend's home, ready for an ending. Give your story back to you. I place the story entirely in your hands. Open the door, tell the story.
Okay, so we roll up to... we go through the woods in our boots.
Yep.
The boots are really dank. We're walking.
It's sloshy now.
Everything that we have eventually becomes like a little moist.
Yeah.
It's just, we're a sea witch. This is what happens.
So they have like, okay, so it's like an A-frame shack, and we knock, we push open the door, we unload our crab and all of our gifts, and Jane is just happy to see us, and is like overwhelmed because we're just like, oh, and I saw some jam and I thought you liked the jam, and I saw this rock and I thought you liked this rock, and I saw this. Do you need like a fridge magnet of the 2 giant carrots?
Oh, I drew a little A-frame house. It's hard to see.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, and a little bear next to the A-frame house. Come on, focus. There. No,
No.
focus. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, so we show up. What is Jane doing at that moment in time?
Just put on some coffee.
Just put on some coffee. We show up. She smiles. They go up and grab our big ass mug.
Yeah.
It's our huge mug.
It's been years. We're so excited.
But we can't show it because that wouldn't be cool.
No, we have to be cool and like aloof.
Gotta be cool and aloof.
Attractive.
We're not.
We're
not.
like,
We're not at all.
we just keep blushing whenever they look at us. They're like, so what are you here for? Ah! Ah!
Ah! Ah!
And then we pulled out the jersey.
This came for you, and then she picks up the jersey. It's still got salt in it, so it's again, it's a little stiff. But she looks and she says, this is my favorite player for my favorite team. This is, oh gosh, what's her name? Minty Berry's jersey.
Yeah, Minty Berry.
Minty Berry's jersey.
And she hugs us.
She hugs us, and we're just so stiff, just like, and then the hug lasts a little longer than we expect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then very slowly our arms come up and then like embrace them. And then under our breath we say like, I've been wanting this for a long time. And then they say, me too. And it's very warm. The sun is really, the morning sun is coming down really beautifully through the trees. There's a smell of coffee. And what is their familiar? Do they have a familiar? Like a raccoon or a bunny?
Something like a bird. Like a
Okay.
song sparrow.
Yeah. So the sparrow, like it starts singing.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the hug, Secretary Bird Jesus.
Just reaches its giant head into the room and flitters its eyelashes.
Hey.
What's going on in here? And then it does like a stompy to kill a snake.
Actually, no. That is the familiar now.
Okay. All right.
Secretary Bird.
All right.
It doesn't make any sense, but yet it is.
It's a male secretary bird, but he's gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, and then they see us and they're just like, oh, I'm sorry. And they back out from the window
Yeah. Yeah.
as we hug. And then Jane eventually says, did you bring any rum? And then we break our embrace and then we like rustle around our bag and like take out a growler full of rum and you just say always.
And we add it to the coffee, and that's where we cut.
To the coffee.
We just start getting real day drunk.
And then we sit on the porch. Watch the sun come up drinking our spiked rum coffee. It's a French roast.
Yep. Catching up, talking about women's basketball.
Yeah. And our hands, we're holding hands, and the Secretary Bird and Reggie are just off on the other side of the porch, and
Catching up like familiars do, you know.
yeah, catching up like familiars do, just like this big old crab like on a railing, and the Secretary Bird just like bending down. And yeah, I think that's where we'll leave it. Just a mountain of like raspberry jam. Secretary Bird talked to a crab, some rum coffee, and a nice porch. Just
Oh.
swaying.
This
Yeah.
was super fun.
Yeah. And we ended like perfectly on time.
Mm-hmm.
Look at our journey. Look, we made it. Started from the bottom, and now we're here.
Got to the top. Yeah.
Yeah. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Was there any part of the journey that you quite liked the most?
I think just kind of like the stuff that built over time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it started with not a lot of stuff established about, like, the world. And now we've got this world that's full of witches.
Yes.
Which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we moved East Coast to West Coast.
Yes. Very much so. You mean West Coast to East Coast, or?
I don't know where we are anymore.
Oh, okay. Fair.
No.
If I'm honest, I liked the door. I liked this door. I think I liked the door the most. Not because it was like particularly integral to the story, but I think because it set the tone so beautifully. It's like, this is the kind of story we're telling. It's absolutely bonkers and wild. People just... Our last ex showed up on a door. And then left via door. Just like, you need to get over this. You need to get to Jane. I'm out. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe his name was like, what was his name?
Not Dorothy.
Dennis. Dennis.
Just Dennis.
Just Dennis. Well, he went on a French door.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go, actually. But I would
Yeah,
first like to thank you for joining us today.
It was so fun.
People, if they want to see stuff, can go to Kiln Fiend Pottery on Instagram.
And I'm still on Twitter. Unfortunately.
It happens.
Yeah. This week I am going to be hopefully selling a piece, a quiver that I painted to reflect traditional Palestinian embroidery called Tetris, and the proceeds, all of them, will be going to Doctors Without Borders to help with relief needs in Gaza. So if you are interested in maybe getting your hand in there, check out my Twitter. Yeah. I'm also entertaining offers if people are interested in putting an offer. So
that's gonna be it. So yeah, if anyone watching likes what they saw here today, you can support us at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, or on twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun, or youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. One of the places. But that'll be it for us today. Thank you.
all right, bye.
Bye.